Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we are diving into a really exciting story about a local company called Landi Technologies. They're making some massive waves in clean transportation with tech that could totally reshape how we think about emissions. So, let's get right into what they've managed to pull off.
Okay, so let's start right here with this quote from Andrea Landi, the president of the company. She's basically putting a flag in the ground, saying with total confidence that renewable natural gas, or RNG, is going to be the future. This really sets the whole tone for Landi's mission.
And we're not talking about some far-off futuristic concept here. This is a real technological leap that's happening right now. So let's dig into the details of what makes this such a huge breakthrough.
So, here it is, the heart of the story. Landi has accomplished something nobody else has. They are literally the only company to get the official stamp of approval from the California Air Resources Board, that's CARB, for these specific clean fuel systems. And if you know anything about emissions, you know that getting CARB-certified is a massive deal. It's pretty much the toughest standard on the planet.
And just look at the vehicles we're talking about here. These aren't just a few niche models. We're talking about the heavy-duty workhorses of our economy. The big trucks, the buses, the whole shebang. And what's really cool is that all the engineering for this happened right at their U.S. headquarters in Torrance, California.
Okay, so this phrase, cleaner than zero, is where things get really, really interesting. What does that even mean? Well, when these trucks run on renewable natural gas, they can actually have a carbon-negative footprint. See, RNG is often made by capturing methane from places like landfills or farms, gas that would have just gone up into the atmosphere. So by burning that captured gas as fuel, the truck is actually preventing more greenhouse gases from escaping than it's putting out. That's how you get cleaner than zero. It's incredible.
All right, so you've got this revolutionary technology. You've done the impossible. But that brings up the next big hurdle, the communication challenge. How in the world do you explain something this complex and important to everybody else? How do you make people listen?
You have to understand, the science and engineering here is it's intense. Landi is the manufacturer of record, which means they handle everything. Custom software, hardware, making sure it all fits perfectly into a Ford truck like it was born there. It's what they call an OEM-quality solution. Now, trying to get that level of detail across in, say, a press release, that's tough. And this brings us to a huge question that so many tech companies face, right? You can have the most brilliant, game-changing idea in the world, but in a market that is just packed with noise, how do you make sure your story actually gets heard?
So, for Landi, the answer to that communication problem was to find a partner who specializes in exactly this kind of storytelling. And that's where Voxel Micro Video Labs enters the picture.
So what is Voxel? Well, you can think of them as a professional creator hub, almost like an incubator for stories. Their whole mission is to take these powerful local innovations and give them the polish they need to make a splash on a global stage.
And the way they do it is guided by this core idea they call the zero-friction philosophy. It's all about engineering clarity, just like Landi engineers clean fuel systems. Let's take a look at what that actually means.
This here is basically their blueprint. The whole point is to get rid of anything that could possibly be a distraction. They use this clean, bright lighting and minimalist sets so that your focus is 100% on the person speaking and the message they're sharing. Every single piece is designed to make sure the story lands with absolute clarity.
Which brings us right to this partnership. And it's such a perfect example of a local team-up that has the power to make a huge global impact.
I mean, check this out. You've got two industry leaders, both headquartered right here in the South Bay of Southern California. Landi and Torrance, Voxel and San Pedro, both are pushing the absolute limits of what's possible in their fields. And this slide just lays it out perfectly. You see the incredible synergy here, right? Landi is busy engineering the actual solutions for a cleaner future, while Voxel is focused on crafting the narrative, the story that will carry that future forward. It's a perfect match. So, it all comes down to this one final, really powerful thought. Landi built the tech to be cleaner than zero. So what happens when you take that revolutionary story and you tell it with zero friction? That combination, well, that's how you change the world. The ultimate impact of an incredible technology might just depend on how well its story is told.